Hey guys, what is up? Dave coming back to you with a new video. Today's video is actually more of a tutorial because I have a really cool idea for Nitto Challenge. I do want to add more cars. I want to add more aesthetic parts and stuff like that, like more wheels, more wings, more body kit parts. I gotta thank James Price. He's been doing a lot of stuff in the background, modifying original Nitto cars to give them a better look, to look a little bit graphically better. You know, giving them like body kit parts and stuff like that. Like, frankly, this is something I did, just adding the wing to the RX-8. That's actually a wing from Nitto Legends, from the, I want to say it's from the 240SX. So that's actually the rear wing from the 240SX, but I do have something really cool coming for the RX-8 to Nitto Challenge as a proof of concept. Also, these wheels are custom. I wanted to ask you guys, what's too far or too much when it comes to me changing stuff on Nitto Challenge? Today's going to be more of a tutorial video. I do have, see, like, I've been changing logos and stuff like that. James made that logo for me. Really awesome looking logo. We might add something a little bit more to it to make it a little bit more eye-popping, you know, and just stuff like this. I'm thinking about changing a lot of these logos just to be safe with copyright and stuff like that, because I can't go in and ask permission to use these files. I also have the Top Fuel Dragster. I have to remove this Nitto logo, the Charger RT and stuff like that. I'm gonna go in and do a lot of work. That green is hideous. I'm sorry, but so there's a lot of work that still needs to be done on modifying this. But I wanted to make a video today because I have an idea for Nitto Challenge. It's called a community car. So about once a month, I'm going to add an update to the game. I'm going to add a new car to the game. Completely new, never been in V1 type of car. It can be something from Nitto Legends. It can be something you customize. Something like that. And we'll have a community vote every month on like the top 5 cars or something like that. And anybody that's got the art skill of something like that will do some sort of prize when your car gets added. Maybe even with parts and stuff like that. But parts are something I'm going to more take care of when it comes to rims and aesthetics. But I wanted to definitely look into like a community car. So something that gets added, let's say you modify the Honda Civic and make it the Honda Civic Dragster, and it's something that'll go just as fast as the Mopar SRT4 drag car. Something that'll be in the same class, you know. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. So I wanted to make a video today to show you guys how to rip the files from Nitto Legends in order to get the aesthetic files, or like as I did with the RX-8, how to get these wings and other parts from Nitto Legends. You are going to have to download the car folder from me. I will tell you that right now, because I don't think anybody's going to find the full car list from an installer of Nitto Legends, because even at 10.01 there were still a lot of things downloaded from the server. So I'm going to upload the cars folder from the most up-to-date Nitto Legends client that I have to Dropbox, so you guys can actually download those parts or those cars and stuff like that. And then I'm going to show you how to actually rip down those car parts and the cars and the wheels and all those other things, so we can actually use them in Legends, or you can use them on your community cars or things like that. So first of all, you're going to want to get JPEG's free Flash decompiler. Sorry, I do have a stuttering problem. Leave me alone. They make this for literally everything. You can get it for Windows. This is, if you're on Windows, I recommend using the Setup EXE. If you're on Linux, you can use this one. Mac, you can use this one. You can get the Java library. Even the source code for this is available, I believe, as well. So download this, run through the setup, and then you will get something that looks like this when you run it. So it'll look like this. It'll have the Flash player over here, so you can actually see the SWF as it runs. Granted, mine's been running for so long that I actually have to close it. Let me go JPEGs. Open that back up. Very easy to open. So as you can see, it loads up the game right here. This should not be enabled. Oh, well, it is. And it's opening stuff that it shouldn't open. It's opening Internet Explorer. Because there's a few buttons and things like that, like branding logos and stuff like that, that it calls for, and I don't know how to stop those yet. I have to trace them to figure out where they are in the source code, so I have to close a bunch of Internet Explorer windows when I accidentally open the game this way. Anyway, so basically here's the game running. Now, let's say you want to modify a car. Let's say you want to go in and modify, we'll do the Honda Civic. So you want to dump a bunch of these images. So you want to dump this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and I believe that is it. So you want to go right click, export selection. There you go, make a folder somewhere. I'm just going to make this easy for right now. On the desktop, we're going to call it V1 Civic, if I could spell. And then double click it. If you hit enter, it'll just extract. Hit open, it'll extract them, and then you can go in and you can open up that folder. So you want to go desktop, you want to find where you dumped that stuff, V1 Civic. It's going to be in these images. Now this way you have a reference for every single one. There's always going to be 2 for the front view and 1 for the back. So when it comes to 2 for the front view, the reason that there's 2 for the front view is because they're a little bit different. Now when you look at these, you immediately notice the file size difference. If you go to details, you can see that one is larger, 260 by 115, 346 by 153. 346 by 153 is the main car you see in your garage. You see it in the dealership. You see it pretty much everywhere. The place that you see this one is going to be in the bottom of the screen, bottom of the play screen, where it says, you know, what car you have selected. You're going to see it, I believe, in other screens, like if you receive a race or send a race, you're going to see it. You're going to see it in quite a few places from what I remember. I just can't remember off the top of my head. So that's where you're going to see that one. So what you're going to want to edit is you're going to want to edit the bigger one first, so 363. So you're going to need something like Photoshop or Fireworks. We're going to use Fireworks because Fireworks is what I prefer. So V1, so it's 363 is what we want. So we're going to open this up, and immediately you notice that part of the car is transparent, the background is transparent. Anything that's transparent, if you want the car to be paintable, needs to stay transparent. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to import. And you're going to want to import the wheels that match this one. So you're going to import that. You know, just you're going to want it below it. And you're going to see it it's kind of weird to line it up at first. But you're going to see it kind of like that for now, because you actually need the shape of the car as well. So if you go back to JPEGs, you go Shapes, you can find your Honda Civic, which it was around the 300 area. So we're going to go in, we need to find that Honda. You need to find the back of it. So like the part of it that actually does get painted, which is going to be right here. So you're going to export that selection, put it in the same place, and you're going to want to open that up as well, just for like a guide. That's going to be in Shapes, and you're going to copy that, paste it, drop it below Body. So there you go. Now you technically have the car kind of painted. So you can go in, you can go do color fill, and you'll see how the car gets painted and things like that. That's basically how the car gets painted and how it knows what to paint it. Pretty simple. So you don't really need that stuff visible. Right now we're focusing only on the body of the car because we want to modify this. Now thanks to James, I do have a pre-modified version of the car somewhere on my desktop. Where did I put it? It was named something weird. Or maybe I only saved it to my phone. Fuddruckers, where did you go? I know it's here. I just realized I got totally off topic. So I'm going to show you guys how to rip from V1 or V2. So as you can see here, the car is heavily modified. That's something that James did. I really love the look of that Honda. Well done. So let's say you want to rip the assets from V2. You're going to need V2, the car folder mainly. So if you go in here, you're going to have this folder and this folder. mainly available to you. So you're going to want to go car. Let's say you want a certain car out of this package. Let's say you want, I don't know which one is actually the Honda Civic, but you want to figure out which car it is. So this is the Integra GSR. Let's say there's certain body panels that you want off of it. You need to figure out which panels you want, but it's very easily outlined. So let's say you want something from the bumpers. There's all the front bumpers, all the parts from the front bumpers are here. You can go in very easily, just pull that out of it. You know, literally export selection, put it here. And then you can go into fireworks. You can open it up. V1, images, here it is. So that's the little thing you want. Let's say you want to put it on this Honda. Well, you're going to need to first off massively change it. Just completely change it. You're going to need to scale it. And then you're going to want to also hit enter. You need to distort it. I don't know why it's not letting me distort the way I want. Why is it not letting me distort? There it goes. I don't know why it's doing it the way it's doing it, but you know, you're gonna need, I'm not a Photoshop expert by any means, so don't actually learn from me how to Photoshop, but as you can see, you need to kind of distort it and get it to fit. James, again, did a very wonderful job of that. I don't think he actually used V1 assets. I think he did actually like hand draw this stuff or something, but I do need to get it off that gray background, which is actually going to be really difficult, but I really want to use this. Because as you can see, it selects part of the windshield. Not what I want. 25. Let's try that. Still selects part of the windshield. And go 21. Still selects part of the windshield. We'll go 10 because screw you. And as you can see, it's going to let me make it transparent now. And anything that it doesn't delete, I can always go in and delete manually. Not very difficult. Besides, a lot of this stuff, like the wheel wells and stuff, are covered anyway. But now I can add this car to the game, now that I've removed the parts that aren't transparent. Just need to remove that transparency because it's kind of a pain in the dick. But I really want to add this in. I want to make this the example car because I like what he did with it. It looks kind of crappy this close up, but guess what? You'll never see it this close up in the game, so shut up. Need to get rid of this, this. That's the most important stuff. Then we can use the eraser. Make sure it's not too big. I usually run it around 5. So, give me the eraser, damn it. There we go. Just get rid of some of this extra. And I'll use this car as an example on V1 of a car that I can actually add to the game. Going to be a lot of fun to see the community cars that get built, see what can be done by different people in the community. We got a lot of awesome modders. I know a lot of people that are very interested in making stuff for the game or editing stuff that's already there. So let me know what you guys like, what you see, what you want, things like that that you'd like to see come to the game or not come to the game. Let me know if you actually like my ideas or hate my ideas. Let me know if you just hate me. If you want to follow me on social media, it's not very hard. All the links are in the description. And I'm going to attempt to add this car into challenge, which might prove to be a lot more difficult than I'm making it out to be. Because I've never actually added a new car. But this new feature, I'm starting to understand how the game works, so I'm thinking I'm going to be able to. So we're going to go with that. That looks good enough. If I go back to 100%, you can't even tell. Okay, there's some spots you can tell. but these gray spots should blend in, is what I'm hoping for. These gray spots should blend in. Don't learn to Photoshop from me. I'm terrible at it. But guys, if you like the video, like what you see, let me know what you think I can add to the game or remove, or what could be needed in Nitto to make it something even better than it is already. I'm going to attempt to add this to the game tonight. I'll let you guys know in an update video, possibly like tomorrow, if it works. And I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Have a nice night. You do you. Follow me on the Facebook, Twitter balls, and whatever the shit is in the description. And I will talk to you guys hopefully soon. Hopefully there will be some more good news about V1. So I hope that covers everything. Probably not my best video, but hey, I'll talk to you guys soon.